The least impressive, possibly impaired president I have ever seen came out tonight and is ordering Americans to get the COVID vaccine. Ordering us. Whatever happened to my body, my choice? Remember that? Joe Biden is talking tough. Now, there's a reason for this. Hey, we don't think he has the authority to do this, by the way. But here he is, pretending at least.
I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees that together employ over 80 million workers to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated or show a negative test at least once a week.
I happen to be vaccinated because it was my choice, all right? And it's your choice as well. Joe Biden doesn't get to tell me or you what to do with our bodies. I think we agree. And guess what? A lot of lawyers do as well. More on that in a moment. Next up.
I will sign an executive order that will now require all executive branch federal employees to be vaccinated. All. And I've signed another executive order that will require federal contractors to do the same. If you want to work with the federal government and do business with us, get vaccinated.
So that's about 4 million people, in addition to the 80 million people he thinks he can boss around.
My message to unvaccinated Americans is this. What more is there to wait for? What more do you need to see? We've made vaccinations free, safe, and convenient. The vaccine has FDA approval. Over 200 million Americans have gotten at least one shot. We've been patient, but our patience is wearing thin.
He lost a war last week, and his patience is wearing thin. His patience is wearing thin. Yes, just last week, the scenes from Afghanistan. They are desperately trying to change the subject. And you know what? It seems to be working. It seems to be working, even though we still have Americans there right now. Can't get them out. We are powerless, it seems, to do so. And speaking of unvaccinated people, Joe, all these folks coming in, totally unvetted, many of them. That's a problem. Maybe you should start focusing on that. I know you should start focusing on that. But look, like so many liberals, he's hung up on power. He's hung up on virtue signaling. And boy, oh boy, COVID, as they said during the campaign, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to Joe Biden. The greatest gift ever was COVID, according to a senior communications advisor of his during the campaign, a woman named Anita Dunn. All right, but the good news is, as we look at this, it's against the Constitution. Joe Biden cannot mandate this. He can't. He wants to pretend. They can't force us. They can't. Again, I elected to. You know something? In a strange way, Kamala Harris and I might have something in common on this. This is what she said during the campaign.
If the doctors tell us that we should take it, I'll be the first in line to take it. Absolutely. But if Donald Trump tells us that we should take it, I'm not taking it.
So here's the deal. Kamala Harris doesn't have to take it for any reason she wants, whether she's concerned about something a doctor said or she didn't like Donald Trump, whatever. She was a federal employee back then. I guess she would have refused the vaccine, huh? You can refuse this vaccine for whatever reason you want, and you can take it for the reasons that we all know. That is Kamala Harris's choice, huh? Remember, my body, my choice?
Her body, her choice. My body, my choice. Her body, her choice. My body, my choice. My body, my choice.
Rallying cry for the left when they're talking about abortion. But you know what? Maybe that should be the rallying cry of folks who are reluctant to take this vaccine. This is a great question for the administration, by the way. What about my body, my choice?
All right, thanks, everyone.
What happened to my body, my choice when it comes to vaccinations in the Biden administration? And in 2020, President-elect Biden said he would not demand vaccine mandates.
Just ran away. It's true. That was Emerald Robinson, our White House correspondent. And Joe Biden, as a candidate, said he would not mandate the vaccine.
COVID vaccines to be mandatory?
No, I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory.
Not long ago, December of 20, won't be mandatory. What happened? Afghanistan happened. Afghanistan happened. He lost a war and he wants us to forget about it. Not happening. And oh, by the way, regarding Afghanistan, the Chinese seem to be moving in very, very fast.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.